Your baby will be approximately 36 centimeters, which is 14 inches, and it weighs about 900 to 1200 grams. So the baby's position might change in this month, and you can feel few kick movements. Next, moving on to the 8th month, the brain is fully developed, the kidneys reach their maturity level, and the nails grow longer. Moving on to the last final stage, the 9th month. As you can see, this is the mother's womb, this is the baby, and this structure right here is called as the umbilical cord, which is connected to the placenta. So as we have learned that the umbilical cord and the placenta are the main organs which help in transferring of nutrients from the baby and the mother. So in the 9th month, the baby starts moving continuously and you can feel contractions. So this head right here starts setting down the pelvis. This is called as the lightning movement. So at this 9th month, your water may break, which indicates that you may go through labor. While the head sets deeper on the pelvis, only the head can be visible. That is called as the crowning movement. So this whole process right here, which is between implantation and the 9th month, is called as gestation, which completes the process of baby making. So the baby comes out from the mother's womb in two processes, which is normal delivery and the other one is C-section, otherwise called as cesarean. So this is the replica which we have made of a fetus. You can see the real one in medical schools or huge hospitals, but we have tried to replicate it with the help of clay. You can see this is the clay. Yes, ma'am. Methyl orange with water. So this is the fetus. This tube, thank you ma'am. This tube is the umbilical cord connected to the placenta. Now my friend will continue with the topic twins and triplets.
There are two types of twins. They are monozygotic, dizygotic. Monozygotic is also called identical. Dizygotic is also called fraternal. To form monozygotic twins, one egg fertilized and develops into two babies with same genetic information. The boy has XY chromosomes and the girl has XX chromosomes. The twins are boy and girl. They are called dizygotic twins because they don't have same DNA. And to form boy and girl twins, the X sperm is fertilized with the Y sperm and the Y sperm is fertilized with X sperm. Monozygotic twins occur pretty much after fertilization. Let's go to conjoined twins. The babies connected to each other are called conjoined twins. They are stillborn or die after birth. They are extremely very rare in India, and giving birth to conjoined twins is very rare, and they need more supplementation like iron and calcium. Let's go to triplets. The three babies born at a time is called triplets. They can neither be monozygotic, dizygotic or combination of both. The most common is dizygotic, which come from polyzygotic pregnancy of 3 eggs. Mixed triplets two are identical and one is fraternal. And the monozygotic is 2 embryos fertilized with 2 sperms is called monozygotic triplets. Giving birth to triplets is also very rare in India, and they also need supplementation like iron and calcium.
Before birth or after birth?
No, when they are in womb.
Yeah.
Supplementation they need. And the most are fraternal triplets, and we can see less percentage of identical triplets.
Good.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank
Now
you.
we are moving towards the dissection area.
Okay.
First we are going to start with Nirmal, who is going to explain us about the lungs.
Good morning, ma'am. I am Shivangas from Grade 8.
One minute. Yes.
This is lungs, ma'am.
What is the lungs?
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, this is trachea, ma'am. It brings the inspired and expired air into and out of the lungs. These are bronchioles, ma'am. There are 3 types of bronchioles: primary bronchiole, secondary bronchiole, and tertiary bronchiole. Primary bronchiole brings oxygen into the lungs and expels carbon dioxide. Secondary bronchiole delivers the air into the 3 lobes of the right lung. Tertiary bronchiole brings air in the compartment